Yo, I usually hate this dude. No, I still do. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word. I don't really like this cat, but he does got me excited for this Friday. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul finna box, and I've never watched the Jake Paul fight because he's like the new age. It's the new age advertisement is just drama, right? Um, but like I love Mike Tyson. I love his philosophy. I love his transformation in life. I was a fan of him young. Like I remember huddled around the TV with the whole neighborhood in the house. Everybody watching pay-per-view, watch Mike Tyson for 48 seconds after he knocking dudes out. Mike Tyson looks like he's having fun training again. And originally why he stepped away from boxing was that he just fell out of love with it. I think he was going through a lot of things psychologically, just internally, emotionally, he just was going through it. And he's come out on the other side. Like I say, he's like one of my favorite philosophers because if you listen to him talk about his life and his ails, then you can see like his the 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 growth that he's shown is very inspiring. And so he looks, I don't even say he's 50 years old. He doesn't look like he used to look, but I'm excited to see him box again when he's passionate about it, when he's having fun with it. I'm really excited to see that. So I'm looking forward to Friday against Jake Paul. Not really a fan of Buddy, but excited about the entire process that he's been going through.
Yeah, he Tyson does look like he's pretty fierce in training. I have a feeling that this is going to play out where all of us that remember Mike Tyson, it like taps into our inner boomer that we have somewhere in us, where we're like, yeah, I can't wait to watch, the king, the guy that used to be able to knock people out with his very first punch. I can't wait to see him hit this young little whippersnapper, one of the Paul brothers, and just send that zoomer sailing through the mat. And then Paul's going to end up beating him because Paul is much younger and better cardio than him and has boxed recently. I feel like it's setting us like what generation? You're a millennial, Arian? Yeah, it's turning millennials into boomers very, very quickly.
Nah, I'm not delusional. I don't think that it's going to be some like one round knockout. I don't think that's ridiculous. I think that, like I said, I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I don't think Jake Paul is a top tier boxer. I think he's a very good boxer. He's crafted himself into a very good boxer. But there's a reason why he doesn't fight actual boxers his size, his age, his rank, and his weight. There's a reason why he's not doing that. I mean, maybe he's building himself up to do that, but there's a reason why he hasn't thus far. And I think he's very skilled. I don't knock his skill set. I just hate I hate marketing nowadays for young cats. Like it's just how much drama can you muster online, and then they're like you're a marketing genius. No, you cause shitstorms, and that is what advertising is nowadays. Which I don't mind. It's just it's not. I'm not a fan of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I by no means think it's just gonna be a walk in the park for Mike because like I said, Jake's a skilled boxer and he's young. But what I'm excited to see is not necessarily Mike Tyson box again, but that he loves the aspect of training. Because being a former athlete, what kind of alluding to what I was talking to earlier, I'm not like I fell out of love with the training aspect of it, with going to practice every day, working out, blah blah, eating correctly, yada yada. You fall out of love with that part, and that in turn affects your passion for performing. And so, but I know what it's like to be an athlete when you fall in love with the process, and I'm excited to see the outcome of that from Mike Tyson's perspective. Because when you look at it from outsider's perspective, it looks like he's falling in love with the
Mm-hmm.
process, and that's what makes athletes great, is when you fall in love with the process.
So you think he's got a chance?
It's just no telling. I haven't seen Mike box in 20 years. You know what I mean? There's no telling. I know his power is pretty good still. He looks quick, especially for his age. He looks really quick, and so it's gonna be interesting how it's like. What didn't he used to say? Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the
Yep.
mouth, and so it's gonna be interesting in how he's able to take a punch and how he's able to deliver it, and if Jake is able to take one of Mike's punches. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park for either one
I
of them,
would put
honestly.
Mike Tyson in his prime up against anybody that's ever existed.
Mm, I don't man. Muhammad in his prime was nasty,
I think
dog.
Mike would have rocked him.
I don't know, dog, because Muhammad boxed in the days where they were like what 15 rounds,
Yeah,
and so his stamina was a little bit different, and I feel like
his
his
defense,
skill set was,
his
huh?
defense, like he could avoid him a little bit,
Yeah,
tire him out.
his movement was insane, and Mike that was his knock early on was if he catches you, you're gonna drop. Like
Yeah,
this was an 18-year-old knocking out 29-year-olds in a prime, right? It's just like if he catches you, you're gonna drop. And Ali had some of the sweetest feet of all time. So prime, uh, I don't know, man. I might have to go with Muhammad.
is that the question you would ask Jesus?
Nah, I wouldn't ask Jesus that.
What percentage real do we think this fight is going to be?
All of it.
Like, they're actually going out there for real boxing?
Yeah, they're gonna box.
I know,
Why
but
don't you think they're gonna box?
I mean, I think they both got paid a lot of money to do this, and I think there could be an element of, let's
Let's not hurt each
everyone
other.
home for dinner.
I don't think Mike worked like that. Just for me,
Well,
no,
not
you
when he
could
was
be right.
28.
He's 30 something. That's just not how he worked. But even like if you listen to him now, I don't know how much you follow him at all, but like he just don't, his brain don't operate like that. Like his brain don't operate from my perspective. I can't judge a man's heart, but from my perspective, it's just like he goes all
He's-
in. And why would you train this hard to put on?
No,
a show?
listen, I hope Mike Tyson kills him. I hope Jake Paul dies in the ring. I think that'd be amazing to watch.
That's why.
But like, I just don't know that's gonna happen.
I mean, imagine the views it would do.
Oh,
Jake Paul would probably be like, okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you.
yeah.
I hear you. Go out a legend. I do think that Mike Tyson, and again, this is from what Arian and I have seen over the course of his years, how his mentality works. He just snaps into absolute killer psycho mode. And it would be disappointing for me if Mike Tyson got in the ring and was like being cute and taking it easy, being like, okay, haha, good punch. Yeah, okay, all right, you won that round, good job. Like, that'd be disappointing for me. I want to see Mike, I want to see him snap.
There's one clip that leads me to believe that his mindset is gonna go back to what he was when he was not his, like I said, he's not physically able to do things he used to do, but like his mindset, right? When Jake Paul was, it's on this little series. I haven't watched the series, but I saw the clip running around when Jake Paul said, I'm gonna beat you, Mike. I got a lot of respect for you, but the game is mine now, that type of shit. And then Mike Tyson turned to the camera. He said, the difference between me and him is he's a manufactured killer. Like he said, the media and the press, and he said they made him. He's manufactured. He said, me, I'm a natural born killer. He said, there's a difference. And that little tidbit, that's Mike right there. That's Mike. That's the clapping pigeons on the roof, Mike. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him. I'm excited. I'll be watching.